Okay, welcome back to another video of the IGCSE ICT Edexcel tutorials. In this video, we're going to look at the sample assessment paper that's available. There are two, one of which I've gone through before. This is the second one. And the reason why I want to go through it is because there are some changes in the paper from previous years. Okay, so here, of course, in this paper, there are two sections with a total of 100 marks. That's probably one of the biggest changes, is that instead of being in 5 sections, and I'll take you to the second page here, is instead of being 5 sections with your different tasks, they now have combined it into 2 sections. Let's say spreadsheet and presentation, database and word processing. Still tell you the data. It's still 3 hours long, so I checked 3 hours long, but they advise you, they give you a time limit. They actually say 90 minutes per section, so you effectively have 1.5, so you have 1.5 hours for each section. You need to work through the tasks in order, and then it gives you a little scenario here. Tells you what the company you're choosing is going to be about. It's got the address, the phone number, the website, the email, and it tells you a house style. And here it says sans serif, and of course sans serif is Arial, serif is Times New Roman. It tells me the company documents have the logo in the bottom left corner, so that's important. When you're doing all the company documents, the logo is on the bottom left corner, left. And the house style is in house sans serif. Okay, cool. So then we go to section A. You're advised to spend 90 minutes. Okay, the spreadsheet contains, the spreadsheet hotel contains details of the hotels owned by the company. It's 2 worksheets, detail and discount. Open the spreadsheet hotel and open the worksheet detail. Okay, so I'm going to open this up, put it over here. And we have the files. Now, my biggest problem here is that I've got, I'll be using a non-Microsoft Access, and because this is in Microsoft Access, so I'll have to come to that bit in a minute. But we can do the hotel part. Okay, so I open this up. While it's opening, so it says here, JS has bought a new hotel. Details for the new hotel are, and it tells you the code, the hotel name, the location, grade, rooms, daily rate. It looks very similar to the database. These are basically fields in a database. So spreadsheets can still be used with databases. The only difference is you're more to do with calculations here. So this is more or less a database. We can see. I'm going to make this bigger as well. So I'll make this bigger. Okay. So I'm going to zoom this in a bit. Let's zoom this in to 150. There we go. So you can see it. Now I can see the columns are too narrow, so I need to make these bigger and make these bigger up here. Okay. And then we go over to, and so it tells us to enter the first record. So 544 SP. I'll go and put this in capitals. Then it's Malaga Rest Easy. Oops. Malaga Rest Easy. Location Spain. 575. So then we put 575 and 66.45. Like so. I'm going to just highlight these and just add borders around them as well. It asks us to put our header and footer in it yet. Yes, it is. Enter task A and your name in the footer. Okay, so I go to Insert, and I get header and footer, and we're going to put these in the footer. So task A1, and then put my candidate details on the right, and view and normal. Format the detail worksheet so the currency values show the currency symbol, either pound, dollar or euro, to 2 decimal places. All the data is visible. So just make sure that I've got double click here so I can see all the data. Select any one with a currency. So we're going to do daily room rate. I think that's the only one. And we'll do this to pound. I think pound's probably the most obvious one there. Rooms grade, okay, that's fine. Sort the detail worksheet into alphabetical order by hotel name within alphabetical order location. So it needs to be within it. Hotel name within alphabetical order of location. So I always say within comes first, because it's saying hotel name within alphabetical order of location. So we'll go to data, filter, and we want to do, oh no, don't do that, we do sort, and this is where we can do the first part. Now of course I don't like the fact it says order by location within alphabetical order location, so we do location first, then hotel name. So I choose sort by location, no, hotel name, location, then hotel name, A to Z, okay, and that'll sort it. Save and print, showing the data. So I just go Command and S and file and print, and make sure it fits on one side of A4. If it does, just make sure you click on the scale to fit here. Then we go back. Jesh wants to use spreadsheet tools to analyze the data. Open the detail worksheet detailed, enter task 2 as the candidate details. So we go to discount, enter the worksheet, open the worksheet detail. We're already in there anyway, so we just need to go to Insert, Header Footer, and I change this to Task 2, like so. And I'm going to go View, Normal. Enter a formula in F32 to calculate the average daily room rate. So F32, which is down here, average. All I do here is go to Home, click on the drop down Average, and I select all these, and I press Enter. That gives me the average. JS estimates that 80% of the rooms in the hotel are occupied each day. Enter formula in suitable cells to calculate the daily income for each hotel if 80% of the rooms are occupied. So the daily income for if 80% are occupied. So if we just go back, so here, so we just need to do equals. So let's just do this as if all of them are occupied. So if I do daily room rate multiplied by rooms, that will give me the daily room rate if 100% are occupied. Okay, but I only want to have 80% of them. Okay, so I need to then, in brackets here, times 80%, and that should give me 80%, because then I'm working out 80% of V4. I'll take off the F4 part here, I'll just cut that, and you should see E4 that should be 67.2, but it's got currency there. Then I just replace this, and that should come up with the 80%, and I drag this down. Then I go along, so that's 80%, the daily room rate. So I need to have the daily room rate and then the total daily income. So I've actually done that a bit ahead. So I've done the total daily there. What I'm going to do is enter the daily room rate, the daily income. Oh yeah, this is the yeah, so I need to remove this then. And so instead I need the daily income if 80% are occupied. The daily income for each hotel, and then the total daily income. Now the total was times in this. So really I need to equals this multiplied by 80%. Right, so that's 80%. And then I can then go on to the next column, equals room times the daily income, which should give me the same figure, like so. Okay, so that should give us the total, the daily income for each hotel if 80% occupied. Okay, so the daily income for each hotel and the total daily income. So we want the daily income for each hotel and then the total daily income altogether. So I was actually right in the first place. That's basically showing me, so I've separated this down. I'm going to delete this. Sometimes it's a bit confusing, the wording. I'm going to delete this. So it did want that. So we want the income, the total daily income for each hotel, okay, if 80%. So I do need to go back. So that's F4, but here again, brackets, rooms times 80%. Yeah, times there. And then we drag this down, and then we want the total down here. So we use an auto sum. So I select this here, and that will give the total income. This doesn't mean there's error, just make it bigger. Okay. Save, do not print. Jayesh wants to calculate the impact of giving a discount that depends on the grade of the hotel. Okay. Here's stored discount percentage rates in the discount worksheet. So if we go discount, we've got some discounts here. I'm going to make this bigger so you can see. View and zoom. In fact, I'll make this 200% so you can see it. Going back, use a spreadsheet function. The one thing I advise before I move on, you should really put the labels on here. So we want to say average room rate, because otherwise you'll get confused as you go along. I know it says late, it will tell you later, but I mean, you will get confused. The other one as well, you want the daily income. Daily income, I'll say 80% occupied, like so. We'll do that, and this will be total income 80% occupied. Okay, like so. Going back, and it just makes it easier. Here's stored discount. So going back, Jayesh wants to calculate the impact given a discount that impacts the grade of the hotel. Here's stored discount percentage rates in the discount worksheet. Use a spreadsheet function and the information in the discount to display the percentage discount rate for each hotel. So here we need to use a VLOOKUP. So I go to Home, click on the arrow next to the AutoSum, More Functions, and I find VLOOKUP. Click on VLOOKUP, double click. Our lookup value is our grade, and our table array is in discount. We're looking up the grade in column 1 and we're returning the value in column 2. Okay, this becomes important because column 2 is our return, and we put 0, which is false because we want the exact answer, right? Just going back up here, remember the absolute cell references, we want to fix it to that table, so I need function F4. Otherwise, when we drag it down, it's going to move those cells down and our result won't be correct. So I'm going to move this down like so, and this is the discount grade, I think. We'll put that in there. But what you could do is you can make this bigger and highlight it and wrap text. Make it in the middle, and with this one I can make this smaller like so. Same here. I can wrap text and middle. And I'll just add the color here because you'll have to add some color and shading later. That's about right. And I'll put borders around there so you can see. And again, we'll put borders here so you can see. Next, so use a spreadsheet to do a discount, okay, and information to display the percentage discount. Okay, good. Here, so it's at 85% will be occupied each day as a result of giving the discount. Enter a formula in suitable cells to calculate the revised daily room rate for each hotel, the revised daily income, and the revised total. So the first one is the revised daily income. So the revised daily room rate. So the room rate is here, so we need to do a discount on that. So equals daily room rate multiplied by 7.5, but we need to turn that into a percentage. So I need to put a percent sign after it to tell it that that's 7.5%. Press enter, and then that should be the that is there how much discount they're going to get. Okay, right, that's how much discount. But of course we want the revised daily room rate, and they're not going to pay, they're not going to suddenly go from £52 per night to £3.96 per night, because that's a bargain. That's not more than 7.5. So I need to just go back here and put this in brackets, and I click on daily room rate minus, and that will then subtract the percentage, the actual discount from there. I'm going to put revised daily room rate here. Then we've got the revised daily income for each hotel if it's 85%. Okay, so again I need equals, so I need to know if it's 85%. So I need to do, let's work out this first. So let's put this in brackets. Rooms times 85%, oh, 86, 85%. That will give us our the occupancy if it's 85%. Then I need to do times the revised daily room rate, and that will give us our total. Drag that down, and I can then say revised daily income, and I can, if I want, I can put 85% occupied. Okay, and then down the bottom I need to put my total, so I go to AutoSum, highlight these cells, press enter, and I can then put a revised total income 85% occupied. Like that. And we'll put borders here, and I'll put borders around here as well. I always like doing that because it's just easier. If you're putting your labels as you go along, you won't forget what they are. Okay. Do not print, resave, do not print. Okay, fine. So I'll just Command S. Enter a suitable label for each column in which you've entered for formulas tasks A2 and A2B. Right, good, we've done that. Also, I'm going to merge these across. So this is the title, so you put the title all the way across. Hide columns B, C, D, and E. B, C, D, and E. Of course, they don't have the formulas, that's why. Right click, hide. Then we say resave task A2. Command S. Print and the detail worksheet on one side showing the data. So I just need to go File and Print. And we should be able to print this one side. If I need to click here, Print. Display the detail worksheet in formula view, formulas, and go to show formulas like so. And I'm just going to make these smaller as well. Oh, didn't B, C, D, and E. If I double clicked, it didn't work. Hide, there we go. I'll leave that like that. Make sure they're all shown. If they don't, then just change the size. Make sure column headings are wide enough. Make sure row and headings are shown. They are. Print. And we can see everything shown. And I press print. And print the detail on one thing of formulas, which I've done. So now Jayesh wants a chart that displays the original daily income and revised daily income. So she wants to compare the daily income and the revised daily income for the hotels in Sri Lanka. So I'm going to highlight these and unhide, and we'll go formulas and show formulas. Okay, and just make sure they're all big enough as well. So we need to see the revised daily income against the original daily income. So this was the daily income and this is the revised. Okay, actually I'm going to change this title here just to daily income because it says and revised daily income. Okay, that makes more sense. So we need to compare. So the best way is I highlight these columns here and just hide them. I'm going to highlight these two columns and hide them. It is the daily income, isn't it? Yes. And I'm going to, it says identify each hotel by name. So I've got the names here. I'm going to highlight these. Go to insert and title, like so. The chart. Click on here. While it's doing that, it says be fit for purpose, have a suitable title and axes labels. It says create the chart as a separate worksheet, but of course it's too small anyway. If it doesn't tell you, move it onto a separate worksheet so it's easier to read. Okay, and then we've got our legend down the bottom here, identifying the two columns. We put daily income versus revised daily income for hotels. Then I go up to add chart element, axis titles, put primary horizontal, these are the hotel names. Then we put vertical, and I put income. It then says enter task A3 and your name in the footer. So I go to insert, header footer, custom footer. I put task A3. In the right, I put my name, press OK, and then all I need to do there is print that out. Okay, so command and print. And then save the spreadsheet as task A3. So save as, task A3. Okay. And then print the chart. Okay, so command print. And next one, it looks like we're doing a presentation because Jayesh holds a regular meeting of the hotel management board. He wants to create a presentation about hotel group finances. Okay, so I'm going to close this, and Jayesh wants to create a presentation about the hotel group finances for the next meeting. Jayesh wants a new logo to be used in the presentation, so we're going to have to use a graphics package here. Open your word processing document, enter task A4 in the footer and save it as task A4. So open up Word. Create the logo. The logo must be fit for purpose and include the letters S, R, E, H and one suitable image on the images folder. Okay. So let's open this up. I need to put task A4 down the bottom. Oh, sorry. Task A4, delete the middle, and then put my name. And then just double click. And when you save this as task A4, if it doesn't come out, just click close. File, save as. We'll wait a bit of time for a minute. Desktop, we put it in a folder called data types, data set, I should say, equals task A4. Save. I'm going to minimize that. One suitable image on the images folder. Right. Now, oh yeah, this is fairly easy. We need to find a suitable image of a hotel. Now, this one probably be a cool bit. We don't want photographs because they're too busy, then they're not suitable. That has nothing to do with a hotel, but these two probably do. I'm going to choose that one there. And right click, open with, and it should give us GIMP. Like so. So we'll open with GIMP. Seems to be opening. Save the logo as SREH, and then you have to tell me why as well. It's just opening up. There we go. We need to put the letters S, R, E, H at the top, so or somewhere. So image, canvas size, and we'll change the height to 650. Fill with white. Okay. There we go. Let's put it down the bottom. So if I want, I can just move this down the bottom if I want. And I'm going to add a new layer, and I'm going to make this white. It covers the whole thing because the layer is on top, so I put it underneath. And I want SREH. So I need to choose my text tool. Text, there we are, and I, in capital letters, SREH, make it bold, I'll highlight it, then make it bold, click on the arrows, and I can move this over here. Okay, save it as SREH logo, so file, and we'll export as, and we're in the right folder, so I can say SREH logo, with a space. If I want to select the file extension, I just click on the arrow and then I can choose the file extension I want. Of course, here it would be JPEG, like so. Press export and it should export. If you can't ever click on that, just move it off and choose export. Sometimes that causes a problem. Close that, discard, and it says here, insert copy into task A4. I open this up in readiness. So open this up in task A4, like so. And why is the image suitable? Okay. This image is suitable. Oh, don't shout. This image is suitable for a logo as it is clip art and therefore simple to reproduce. It also represents a hotel as it also represents hotel in its imagery. Okay, going back, it says save and print, so we just go Command S and then Command P. Close that. Next one, it says here, Jayesh wants a slide master for the presentation. Open a new word processing document and enter task A5 and your name in the footer. Save the document as task A5. So go back and we could go to insert, move this to the side, insert, footer, and we choose task A5, delete the middle, put my name this side, and we can press close, and I'll just go file and save as, and we'll close task A5, like so, and create the slide master for the presentation. So a slide master is just setting up the layout, is setting up the design of what every slide is going to look like. So here, use the house style described on page 3. So going back to the presentation here, because we're going to have a new presentation, always use the, so we load this up, use dark blue text on a pale yellow background, include the logo you saved, placeholders for a slide title, text and image, and include a footer with your candidate details. So to create a slide master, I just go View and Slide Master. Always just use the top one, okay? And we remember that the font has to be in sans serif, so it needs to be in Arial. If it says serif, it would be in Times New Roman. So I press Arial and it'll put it in Arial. The logo has to be in the bottom left, so I'm going to delete the middle one here and I'm going to put my logo. So drag your logo in, and it doesn't have to be too big because that's quite big. Make it smaller and make it smaller, and it appears by using the top one, it appears on every single slide. And I'm going to just move this up a bit and move this across, and then the right can be for my image, title, writing, so house style, logo, placeholders, yes, footer with candidate details. Now don't write in here because it won't appear. However, if you want to put your candidate details, we can just go insert. We can either change it to a text box, and that's an easy way of doing it, because if we put a text box, it'll appear on every single page. Or I can just go header and footer, and I write my candidate details here. This way is easier because it's just putting it into this section here. However, I notice that students seem to get confused about doing this. And so sometimes if you get confused, sometimes the best way is just insert text box. Just insert text box and write your name. Okay, that's probably the easiest way because it'll put it at the bottom. Okay. Blue text on a pale yellow background. So I need to highlight it all again. And we'll go to home and we'll put blue text. And then we put yellow background. I need to then right click, format background here, and it should appear something. There we go. Solid color. Change this to pale yellow. That's orange. Pale yellow. There we go. Press OK, and that put pale yellow. Display the slide master on the screen. Take a screenshot of the slide master. Okay, that's fine. We've got that. So Shift Command 4 and select, and we just go back and we drag it into the document. Save the presentation as master. So we need to come back out of this. So slide master, close, and I will call this file, save as, and I'll call this master. I think it was in capital letters. Yep. And it says paste the screenshot of the slide master into the document task A5. We've done that. So I'm going to save this as master. Add it in capitals, so I'll put it in capitals. Click on this, and we then go desktop, dataset, and save. Answer the question: why do organizations use a house style for digital products? So they can be recognized. So every document can be recognized as belonging to that organization. House styles are used on documents in order that they are easy recognized as belonging to that company, that organization. Actually, I didn't write that in. It creates a sense of identity. Okay. And it just says resave and print. So I just Command S, Command P. Close that. Moving through, Jayesh wants the presentation for the manager board meeting. Presentation must use the slide master you produced in task A5. We've done that. Have a title, slide, and 5 other slides. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should have 5 other slides. Be fit for purpose. Create the first 5 slides, the title slide and 4 other slides for the presentation using the slide master you produced. Text from the file, finance, and images. Okay. So we look for the file finance. Like so. And what if you can actually import this in? It used to be able to import them in. I don't think you can. Anyway, we'll do it this way. First one is we'll just copy and paste them. Command C, Command V. Should go in and make sure you get rid of the backspace there. Presented by Jayesh Sharma. So you paste this in. Then we go on to the second slide. And I'm going to copy all of that. Because then we can take some of this out as well. That I'm going to take out. This is quite long, really. I'm going to put that centered, by the way. I'm going to put these into bullet points, like so. There, I'll put them into bullet points. Make sure they're the same size when you're doing it. Does it tell me to reduce it down? It does it. I don't, but putting it into bullet points is probably essential, I would say. Again, I go over here. I turn them into bullet points, like so, and the name is fitness facilities. Fitness facilities, like so. The next one is the bar. Okay. And put bullet points every time you see a sentence. It just makes it easier to read. And then we'll say bar. And then the final one is new hotel. Like so. And we'll then put at the end of each one, we'll put space, enter there. There's one. Okay, and I'll say new hotel and center that. Just check the font are the same. 18. Change that down. Oh, select all. Select. Yeah, 18. That's fine. This one, 18. Good. We also need to have images on each page. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to make that smaller. While I find the images here. So I'll find the images. So we've got one, the bar looks like it's this one here. So we'll drag that in. There we are. So we'll put the bar there. Fitness facilities. I think that might be it. There we are. Fitness facilities. We find something that's similar. Don't use any of these, because if you choose these, then of course it will mess around. Yes, it looks quite good to have this, but it's asked you to put a certain design, okay, or be in yellow background. Yes, these probably would be a lot more professional. Hotel requirements, restaurant. I think that's that one there. There we are. That's the hotel requirements. Let's see, it's trying to give me my layout. Ignore those. And I think the new hotel will be this one here. Here. Like so. Create slide 6. It must include the chart you've created and an explanation of what the chart shows. Okay, so I need to go back into the task A3 and I need to copy that chart then. So I need this chart. I think the best way is Command, you can probably copy it, Command S. Let's see if this works. Command S. Oh no, it didn't work. Command Z. copy. Let's try it again. Paste. Microsoft needs permission. Select. Let's see cancel there. And we'll put that smaller down here. If I hold that there, that should have my chart. And then I can then go over here. What does this show us? Bit of a description. What does this actually show us? If they change the revised income, generally most of them, apart from this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, most of them go down. Based on our assumptions of providing a discount to customers, that would increase revenue. We have found this to be the opposite. And revenue would actually come down. Okay. New proposal for discounts on hotels. Shift that so. Going back, it says resave task A6. So I need to close this now. I'm going to file and save. And print a handouts copy with 2 slides on each A4. So I just go file and print. And I need 2 slides per page. So I just go to slides. I can choose 2 slides, 3 slides, 1 slide. So I want 2 slides. I want header and footer. I've got header and footer on the side, but I need to put it on the bottom of the handout so it's easier to read. Apply to all, and I just hit print. And then I just go through. Next one here, Jesh wants to include a hyperlink to the spreadsheet task A3 on slide 6. So I can then just go down here, chart, link to chart. I highlight it. Now, do I need to display it? Display slide 6 with the hyperlink visible. Take a screenshot of slide 6. Okay. Right. So I need to create this slide. Right click. Hyperlink. We say web page or file. This document or email. I want web page. Select. And then go select A3. Open. Press OK. And it says display slide 6 with the hyperlink visible. Take a screenshot and paste in task A7. Shift Command 4. Highlight. Oh yeah, I need to have it on a new word processing document. Enter task A7. So I need to go back into here, task A7, insert, header footer, task A7, remove the middle one and put your candidate details, close, and all I need to do is drag this into here. Then the next part, it says it display a dialog box you use to set up the hyperlink. So going back, just right click and hyperlink, edit hyperlink, shift command 4, bang, and we just drag this into here, and it says resave and print. So I just command S, of course this has got to be task A7, and print, command P, and that, and then I'm going to close that. I'm going to press OK, and that is section A completed. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in for section B.